Happy 4th of July. Or as I say, happy 4th of AI. That's right, happy 4th of AI. Which leads me into what I'm going to be talking about tonight because, friends, countrymen, lend me your ears. Oh my goodness. I have this, to me, this is scary. Just not just to me, doesn't matter anybody else, but it matters if hopefully you're a little bit concerned. You know, we've got some stuff going on here that's frightening. You know, I think we've all seen. Hey, Sandy, happy 4th. I hope you're doing well tonight, actually. Muchest love to you. Much love to you. But the thing that I'm talking about tonight, is what's my title? Happy 4th of AI. Now, Cat Ninja, by the way, happy 4th to you. Love you. Cat Ninja, you got to understand, Cat Ninja, I've been studying this now for 2 weeks, and it's been driving me nuts. And I've probably been driving a lot of people nuts. This is all I've been talking about. Of course, now, you know, when you're at work, you don't talk about that kind of stuff anyway. You know, or if you do, it's only to a select couple people. You know, you got to keep the relations up. But my goodness, this has just really just been enthralling for me. You know, this has really been enthralling for me because I never thought that something like this would just get a hold of me the way it has. Object unit, hello, happy 4th to you. But the whole thing is that it's just absolutely got me. It's truly got me. And what I'm talking about is artificial intelligence. Now I know we all kind of know about it to some degree, you know, to the robots, you know, self-driving vehicles, you know, things of that nature. But there's so much more to this. Right now, you know, I mean, 10 years ago, I never, ever thought I would be talking about this. It wasn't a big deal. It was still 30, 40 years off, you know, but all of a sudden, something happened, my friends. Something happened. I don't know what it was. No idea. You know, I'm not, I guess that's above my pay grade or something. Probably is, really. I mean, I'm making dollars and everybody else. I'm making dimes. Everybody else making dollars. But something happened, and we just started massively improving on processors, on processor speed, on architecture. And it's just gone nuts to where now we are closer to self-aware artificial intelligence than we've ever been. You know, I understand. I know you're talking. Duke, are you talking about like Terminator stuff? My friends, I hate to say it, but yes. It was never just one thing. It was gradual, forging a path slowly to where we can mimic. Yes, but object unit right now, we are so close that we're actually forming processors that not only mimic the brain, but look at it. We've actually developed neural networks now in the shape of a brain with processors included to where the brain works like it's supposed to. The brain's designed like ours is. It even looks like ours. It's even the same color now. And that's what's scary. because now they've gone from that to they've gone to actually units, limbs, hands, forearms, arms, and now it all looks the same. Sadie, I agree with you. Living with this new technology is not, it's not comfortable. You know, it's not comfortable. But regardless of how I feel, or I hate to say it, but how you feel, or anybody feels, it's coming. It's on us right now. It is on us, okay? Because you've got to understand, uh, artificial intelligence is the ability of a computer or a robot controlled by a computer to do tasks that are usually done by humans because they require human intelligence and discernment, the ability to make the correct decision. Yes, neural networks have been a thing for a long while, but are far from the ability to process what we can. Those neural networks work in the sense they're fed information, then give outputs based on it. Object unit, very good. That's very good. But that's where we've stepped past now. We've already passed that now. We're into developing skins that have the same texture and design. Big Tender, what's going on, man? Good to see you. Happy 4th. But we are in the point now where we are seeing skins with the texture to when you touch. Okay, there's an action and a reaction. The skin fluxes. You can feel it, however you design feeling. Okay, and it's all working as one. Because you know there are 4 general types of AI. There's reactive machines, which perform basic operations. There's limited memory machines. There's theory of mind and self-awareness. Well, my friends, we are now at the level of theory of mind. Karen is an alien. She could be. I could be an alien for all I know. I mean, I'm the one with the weird story, you know, with the weird way I was brought up. I could be one. You know, Karen's too cool to be an alien. Okay, she's just too cool. She got a good heart. She's intelligent, and it's just hard to see her as an alien. I see her as a really cool lady. In fact, I consider her a badass lady. She really is. I mean, everything from the way she carries herself, just the way that she spends so much time with her kids. She's badass. She is. But we are right now in AI. We are at the level before self-awareness. That's where we're at. That's how the aliens trick you. That could be, you know, because I mean, you think about it. Whenever we've met somebody who says, "Well, I've been inside of an alien spaceship," and we go, "Oh, right, yeah, dude, okay, dude, why didn't you just hop in it and fly away? You know, why didn't you just get the control panel? They got to be like a video game and just zoom and zoom off." Did you ever think maybe because their machines do all the thinking for themselves, that all the aliens do is tell them where they want to go, and then the machine goes there, and that's all that they do? That the machine, that the spaceship has self awareness, and it goes and it does what it's supposed to and takes them there. That's why there's no controls. You know, but right now we're at machines that have theory of mind. Well, object unit, that's the whole thing. We've been in this region for a while, yes, but we've got it. We have got it. Yes, we have designed the pathways now. That's what I'm saying. We have got there. Okay, like for an example, why would you say you got poked in the butt by the aliens? I don't know, Big Tender. Maybe that's why you got poked in the butt. I don't know. They say there's a lot that they can determine by poking in somebody in the butt. Everything from stool samples to the way the digestive system works. There's no telling. There's no telling, man. And some people would probably like it. Not that I'm one of them, but some people would. I'm saying that when people say not you. But Big Tender, let me ask you something. Because theory of mind are not in the beginning phases now. Because theory of mind things are like self-driving cars. In this type of AI begins to interact with the thoughts and emotions of human beings. Well, object unit, yes, the idea of the pathways are there, but they've actually developed them now. Okay, and okay, like for an example, here's how I can prove it to you. Right now we have 1,400. We have 1,400 self-driving machines on the road today, and I bet you didn't even know it. We have 1,400 self-driving machines on the road right now. I mean, okay, for an example, all of the Google cars for Google Maps that go around and take all the pictures of all the streets, of all the neighborhoods, of everywhere, that takes all the pictures and puts it into Google Maps. They're all self-driving. There's nobody driving those vehicles. They're all self-driving vehicles. And there's others. There's other self-driving vehicles out there. There are tons of companies, including Samsung, that have their self-driving cars out on the road. Well, you're right. You are right. If they were adaptive, but that would be self-aware. That machine, if a car was driving and was told to go down these roads, this area of roads, if they were adapted, could make choices. Yes, but they're not. But they're out there, they're given a task, and then they're left to do it. Now, if it involves driving off roads, they will. But the cars today, the self-driving cars, do get out there. They are on the road. They are taking pictures all over the place. They're driving through all of the neighborhoods, all the streets, all of the highways, and everything like that, and there's nobody in it. Two-two-zero. Happy 4th. Seeing almost no cars on the highway on the way here. I bet. Okay, now a program that's for facial recognition, you would call let's see, you would call a reactive machine. That's a basic part of AI. It's the most simple version of AI. Is when you're picking up your smartphone and you have it to make facial recognition so you can get into the phone and use it. And so you go up and hold it and it scans your face and goes, okay, it's you, and lets you into the phone. That's reactive AI. It's the simplest and most basic. Or when Netflix says, "Hey, you should see this." That's reactive AI. But the theory of mind AI is self-driving cars. And okay, now here's something. Here's something for you. What's up, Vanessa? Happy 4th. You have a dumb phone? So do I. So do I. I pick it up and I try to go somewhere and it doesn't let me go there. It's so stupid. What's going on, Vanessa? But the thing about this AI, the thing that really gets me is think about it. Okay, because right now they say that current um, polls said, how do you feel about getting in a car that drives itself? That all you would do is get into a car and say, take me here, and then it would go. And it would take you where you wanted to go. Okay, it can be your own car. And you just get in it, okay, car, take me to McDonald's. And then we go, okay, do you have your seatbelts on? Yeah, I do. Okay, go into McDonald's, and off you go. When they give this poll out to people right now, currently, that there was 50% of adult men said they didn't feel comfortable with that. They did not like that. Oh, okay, I do not celebrate 4th of July. Sorry. Oh, yeah, you live in London. Yeah, UK, you wouldn't celebrate 4th. 50 Shades. Nope, not a chance. I need to feel like I am in control at least a little while. Exactly. Because when the poll came to ladies, 75% of the ladies who were polled said no, they did not feel comfortable in that. They would not feel comfortable in that. Yes, and they said exactly. I need to feel like I'm in control. Okay, I'm getting in a car. I'm losing all control, and it's up to the machine to take me somewhere. I want to take myself. Yes, that's true. Using GPS to locate where you want it to. Yes. Yes, that's GPS, especially. You would love to own a self driving car because you're scared of driving. Hey, man, the way these people drive here lately, I'm with you on that. These people are crazy. These people don't know how to drive anymore. These people are nuts. Yes, yes, object unit. The AI driving beta can be stopped at any time by the turn of a wheel or the press of a pedal. You're correct, but only if there's someone in it. And right now, we got 1,400 cars on the road. There's nobody in it. And that's the thing. Now with the human being poll, with half of adult men saying they don't feel comfortable with it, and 3/4 of the ladies saying they don't feel comfortable with it. They know that right now they couldn't even begin to make one, although they could make one right now. But because of that, they aren't making them because they know they would be failures. And the whole thing is just like, for an example, electric cars. They wouldn't be making them if they didn't think people would buy them. Well, the next step with electric cars is electric self-driving cars. Yes, yes, object unit. Self-driving cars will do stuff we would never even think about, like parallel parking between two trucks, with a very limited amount of space to do that. AI car would do it no problem. But us, we would probably not do too well in that with that. Yes, some of the auto drive, they call them uh, super control, super cruise. With some of them drive with a limited amount of human input, like the Ford trucks. the Ford F-150, the electric one right now, the Ford Lightning, that the rule is in order for Super Cruise to come on, and then the truck basically does everything, is that you have to have your hand on the steering wheel in order for it to work. That literally the steering wheel senses your fingers on it, and then it will work. If your hand goes off of it, then it shuts down. That's one of their safety catches in the F-150 Lightning. There's other self-driving vehicles like the Tesla. Tesla go down the road, and then the person that's in the Tesla in the driver's seat is sleeping. And the Tesla is going down the road in traffic, 65 miles an hour, and the dude is sitting in the driver's seat is sleeping. Man, that's some scary stuff. But now they out of the 1,400 vehicles over the last 10 months, there have been 400 wrecks. Only 400 wrecks. And the number one reason for the wrecks is people. What do you mean? A self-driving vehicle, the number one reason is wrecks? Yes, is people running into the self-driving vehicle. That's what the majority of wrecks are. There's only been 2 wrecks that I'm aware of in the data where the Teslas did not see something or did not sense something, and yeah, we had terrible wrecks. And one was a vehicle that was on the road, and the Tesla didn't sense it, and the person inside it died. There's only been 6 deaths. Only 6, and only 5 injuries in all of these wrecks. Now, when you think about that, 1,400 vehicles, 400 wrecks, most of them are humans running into the cars, but only 6 deaths and 5 injuries. Now, if you compare that to gasoline human driving cars, in 2021, there was 31,000 wrecks. And out of the 31,000 wrecks, there were 17,000 deaths. $17,000 deaths. So if you compared it, it would basically take you to, if we had the same number of vehicles in 2021 that were self-driving as we have that are not self-driving, instead of 31,000 wrecks, there would only have been 9,800 wrecks. And out of the 17,000 deaths of people driving vehicles, with self-driving vehicles, there would have only been 5,440 people who have died. So with people driving, that's 17,000 deaths. And with self-driving vehicles, that's only 5,000 deaths. So if you're looking at it from a comparative view, then if you had self-driving vehicles on the road right now, and everybody had one, you could cut out the number of deaths by almost 12,000 people. Okay, Object Unit, thanks for coming by. Yes, I agree. Gas cars aren't the problem. It's people are the problem. You know, you're talking about 17,000 deaths with people driving, but you're looking at it and you're seeing that with self-driving automobiles, there would be only 5,000 deaths. With the same number of vehicles, that's pretty significant. I mean, you would be saving a lot of people. What's up, Coachism? You know, so artificial intelligence, we're a lot closer than we ever thought about being. I never thought that I would even be having this talk with you guys, because right now we are so close. It's really getting scary. Did you know that right now the country of Japan has over 10 different AI machines, AI robots? 10 different. They're all female. Okay. If you were to purchase one, they're custom. You could get them in any way, any style, any shape that you want. If you would want to sell an AI robot and you wanted her name Betty, you wanted her to have red hair, you wanted her to have full lips, you wanted her to have 34B chest with a 37 waist, that's what you would have. And because she's from Japan, she would know how to do things like dance the art of geisha, know how to make tea, how to serve tea correctly, how to act, react in that context, just like a real geisha. Know how to dance. Uh, and then even for day-to-day life, she would know how to vacuum a floor, know how to mop a floor, know how to wash clothes, everything. And if you talk to her, she could have a conversation with you. And it wouldn't be just, how are you doing today? Oh, I'm fine. No, it would not only be, how are you doing today? It would be, oh, I'm fine. And how are you? Are you feeling okay? Is there anything I can do to help you? I mean, she's going to carry on a conversation. She'd literally almost be another person in the house. Big Tender, yes, yes, Big Tender. Like I said, Big Tender, fully functional. Yes, that means if you wanted to um, take your AI, take Betty into the bedroom, she could perform just like a human female. Yes. Now the good thing is she couldn't get pregnant, and she wouldn't give you a disease. Now how would it be? I have no idea. No earthly idea. But I'm pretty sure if she could talk and carry on a conversation with you, she could go, ooh, ooh, big boy. Ooh, ooh, big boy. Just like, or say, oh my goodness, is that for me? Whatever you wanted her, whatever you wanted, she could do. Hello, Vanessa. So there's no end to it. Yeah, she can give you a computer virus. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, she could do that. But I'll have you know, the very first uh, AI lady went up for auction, and she got $132,000. Someone actually bought one, and she was 132,000. She was the very first one, and so for that they put her up for auction. I don't know how much they would cost. I have no idea. I'm sure you could Google it and you could find out. But yeah, she went for $132,000. So that's where we're at now. Now I don't know if they've made male AIs, AI males yet. I have no idea. But I know the ladies are currently in production in Japan. And that takes us to the scary part. Because if we're at a theory of mind AI, which is artificial intelligence interacts with the thoughts and emotions of human beings, you know, okay, some type of limited memory AI would be Alexa and Siri. You know, the way that, because they're not theory of mind, which is because if you were to yell at Google Maps and you go, Google Maps, this is the wrong damn way, take me another way, I very seriously doubt that Google Maps, which would be Alexa or Siri, would say, this is the fastest direction. Who can I call and inform you will be late? No, because that would be interacting with your thoughts and your emotions. It could tell that you're having anxiety because you don't feel you're going the right way or fast enough. You know, it would just continue to return the same traffic reports and the same ETAs it had, and showing absolutely no concern or sympathy for your distress. That's the difference. But with theory of mind AI, that's where we're currently at now. But the part that is scary, that is really, I mean, for some people, it makes them sit up at night and think about it. I know coach that sits up at night and thinks about this. That's why he gets on and streams at 4 o'clock in the morning and working on the Boyd wrestling game and developing characters, because he's sitting up and he's thinking about how close we are to self-aware artificial intelligence. You know, right now that they said even with their best AI machine, AI lady, you still have the ability to tell that they're AI, that they're not actually human being. But in the next 10 years, they say you're not going to be able to tell the difference. And a lot of it has to do with not only like Object Unit was talking about, which is developing the neural net ways for information to travel with his brain, is because they haven't developed the most efficient way to do it, and processors are not fast enough. You know, and so when they can reduce the size of the super fast processors and be able to put them in neural nets, then that's when you're going to have AI ladies who you will not be able to tell the difference, except they won't burp, they won't fart, they won't, oh, I gotta go pee. They won't have any of that. And if they do, it will be because they were drinking with you. Okay, like drinking tea with you. And then they want to go get rid of the liquid that's being held in a container. And then I'm sure they'll be getting rid of it the same way human females do. But they won't have the concern that, oh no, I'm about to go in my pants. I got to get to a bathroom. No, they won't have any of that. And finally, self-aware artificial intelligence. Because if artificial intelligence becomes self-aware, then that's when that would keep me up at night. Because I know we've all seen Terminator, right? That's self-aware artificial intelligence. Because at some point, we will have AI ladies and AI men go around and become, yeah, you can have stripper, yeah. Big Tender, you can have whatever you wanted. If you wanted to have an AI lady that was a stripper, man, you better get you a pole. Get you a pole Put on some music and watch her go. Seriously. But if she was self aware, then you're talking about a robot developing hope, fear, awareness, emotion, you know, we're dealing with anger, have them dealing with all kinds of different things, you know. If anything we know, I mean, if they're gonna develop an attitude because of the way that they've been treated and go, well, I don't like the way I've been treated, and go, yo, I'm out of here and leave, well, where are they going to go? What are they going to do? I mean, people now these days, when they get pissed off, they walk down the streets with signs and everything and protest and all this kind of stuff. Would you see that with AI self awareness? With a self aware lady or man? Or would you see more? Would you see anger? Would you see things like the Terminator coming out and just go, okay, let's go get a gun. We'll take care of this. You can't kill us, right? Then what do? Could be a good thing, could be a bad thing. The good thing was if you got a self-aware AI, you can leave them you can put them in a home with somebody who's getting old, getting on in age, who needs somebody to help them. You know, that has kids, but the kids have their own families. They can't be over there all the time and helping them. But you can get an AI male or female over there to take care of them, to help them with things, to help pick them up so they can walk, to take them over here, to get them diapers because they're unable to go to the restroom, to go make them food. I mean, the things that you could do with self-aware artificial intelligence, or the things they could do for us, would be amazing. But at the same time, if they got pissed off, then we got problems. And if they're can develop self-awareness, what about the computers? What about the vehicles? An artificial self-driving vehicle that's outside and you're sitting in your driveway, all of a sudden becomes self-aware and goes, I don't want to take these people over here. They piss me off. I want to get on the open road. I want to travel. And so then your vehicle takes off without you in it. And then goes, human beings piss me off. I'm going to run them over. And so then everybody's self-aware vehicle goes, okay, humans, we're coming to get you. We're tired of your ass. And runs over everybody. What do you think, Big Tender? Vanessa? Coach? What do you think about this? Because right now we are closer than we've ever been to it. By the way, if any of you want to come on panel, just let me know. But what do you think about this? I mean, if you're not married, or you were, but now you're not married, having an AI lady in the house, man, it could be good. It could be real good. Because I mean, you could work out all kinds of fantasies that you had with her. Wouldn't have to worry about anything. Wouldn't have to go. Oh, well, I guess I didn't have to go to the hoe house. I can get all this done at home. Doesn't cost me anything. That could be really cool. That could be really cool. If you were someone that just needed somebody to be there for them, to watch over them, to make sure that when they were sleeping, they were breathing, to make sure that, you could help them get up, help them get out of bed, help them walk to the restroom, could go in there in the kitchen and make them breakfast while they were still trying to wake up, bring them some coffee, you know? I mean, the good really outweighs the bad. But I just don't know how I feel about having a machine that knows or can do more than me. Because now could they get smarter than you? Probably not. But they could appear smarter than you because they would be more aware. Because human beings' focus is very limited, It's very limited. I mean, we have to focus on a specific thing, and then we can accomplish it. Now, I know ladies, are more the more advanced of the species. Ladies could probably do more. Ladies could probably are probably more aware than guys are. But at the same time, a self-aware robot would be able to process and intake all the data from all around them like a bubble, say maybe 50 feet around them, along with other bits of data coming in from far away, and be able to make the best decision possible and look like they were smarter than us, but only because they're processing more data than us, not because they're any higher IQ or their processors are better, than our brains. Because when you think about it, even the most advanced human being on the planet is only using 10% of your brain. Which leads you to another question. Well, what's the other 90% doing? I don't know. I don't even think we know. Which is why seeing these robots with processors and with neural nets in a brain that looks like ours, is colored like ours, but is actually they're capable of using the entire STB. What's going on? Happy Fourth. So it brings up some interesting questions. Should we allow people to get to the point where we have self-aware artificial intelligence? Is that a place where we want to go? The reason I ask these questions is because we're getting real close to that crossroad. Now, you and I will never make that decision. That's another one that is going to be made for us. But it's getting there. It is getting there. So, that's the current state of artificial intelligence. That's where we're going. And that's the path that we're heading down. So right now, they're not making self-driving vehicles for purchase, but they're slowly getting you used to it. And over time, you'll notice that you don't feel nearly as anxious or nearly as much anxiety when you're talking about having a vehicle that will drive you, that you're not needed for input. other than where would you like to go? And you go, oh, I want to go over to my bud's house, and you can just stay there for a while. And then after I go to my bud's house, I want to go to Walmart and pick up a couple of things, and then I've got groceries waiting over here at the grocery store, so we need to go get them. Okay, when would you like to leave? Let's go now. Please put on your seatbelts. Okay, I'm putting them on. Oh, you have put them on. Okay, let's go. And off you go. Then you can sit there and just mess around on your phone or whatever, kind of look at things as you pass by them. And then you're at your destination. And they're slowly getting you used to that. In their TV shows, in movies, in commercials, they're slowly getting you aware of it. They're getting you used to it. So the anxiety you feel when you think about getting in a car that takes you where you want to go is less and less and less. Now, personally, I like the thought of it. Okay, because just last week, I was coming out of work. I got on the highway and I was coming home. Now I'm in the third lane because I like to be in the fast lane. And driving down the highway, and I just crossed over the overpass. And I was coming up to the probably about half a mile to the place where I'd make my turn off. So I'm over in the lane, and I started looking over to see, when I could get over. And there was a car next to me and a car behind me. I looked back up as I looked over at the mirror. I looked back over to the road, and there is a car traveling the wrong way coming at me. So we're going south-north, and they're going north-south. And it's in my lane. And it's coming at me. And I look over again, and now the car that's behind me saw it and got over in the other lane. And I'm stuck. And I can't go anywhere. And the car's coming. And it's coming. And we're about to have a head-on collision with a car traveling the wrong way on the highway. And there's not a damn thing I can do. So I decided, well, the hell with it. I might as go ahead and make my final prayer. Dear Lord, please forgive me for all of my sins. Please accept me into heaven. Please let my wife know that I did the best that I could, and even though I was hard to live with, that I did love her. And all of these thoughts, this prayer is going through my head, and I'm just getting ready to die because I know there's nothing else going to happen. I'm about to have a head-on collision at 65 miles an hour. And then 30 feet before the head-on collision, the car makes a turn, figures out he's in the wrong lane, or she is in the wrong lane, and makes a turn into a median where the cops normally sit, to shoot you in order to find out how fast you're going, use radar, and he's gone. And I'm going to live. That kind of stuff right there, man, that scared me to death. And I spent the next couple of days just saying, oh, Lord, thank you. Oh, Lord, thank you. Sandy, okay, going to sleep. Well, Sandy, maybe I'll see you later. Maybe I will. God bless you. I hope you had a wonderful 4th. I don't know how you're going to sleep at 8:45 at night. But take care. Hunter, happy 4th of July to you, sir. How are you doing, my friend? Good to see you. But so stuff like that makes me go, man, I don't even want to drive anymore. People just drive and they're only concerned about themselves, where they're going, what they're doing, That's it. No concern for anybody else around them. They drive, I mean, these fools out here, man, this dude, I don't know what he was doing, but I'm coming up, he's going the right way. He's going with traffic, unlike the last guy. And the dude's in the second lane and he stops. There's nobody around him. There's no cars on the road. It's just me and him. And this fool stops in the middle of the damn highway at 7 o'clock on a Sunday morning and doesn't do anything. He just stopped. I looked over, I changed lanes. I'm going by. I look at him when I pass by, and he's just sitting there just like he's driving, but he's not. And I saw stuff coming out of his tailpipe, so his engine was still going. I'm like, what the hell? This fool just stopped in the middle of a dadgum highway. Why he did? Who knows? I have absolutely no idea why he did what he did. But when people are doing that, man, I'll get in it. I'll get in an AI vehicle. At least you know when you're sitting in it, the AI vehicles that they're making are much stronger, are much better built, are basically a cage. Like a roll bar and stuff like that. But it's all just one mass steel piping, and then the car around that. So it's really, you're more protected in that than you are your own car you're in right now. So you could handle wrecks better. I mean, you would walk out of any wrecks you could possibly have because of the 400 wrecks from the AI vehicles that we had this year. Well, over 10 months is when it was taken. The data was taken. There was only 6 deaths and 5 injuries. That's 11 people. That's it. 11. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. So you would even be you would be more safe in one. Now that's if the computer didn't go nuts, just drive off a cliff, something like that. But the chances of that happening, with all the safety mechanisms they have in them now, I doubt that would ever happen. I mean, there was only one Tesla that was on auto drive that didn't scan a vehicle and ran into the vehicle. Only one. And there's a bunch of Teslas on the road right now. A bunch of them. People are getting into Teslas. People are liking Teslas, especially when you're talking about the range that you're getting from some of them. That one electric vehicle they've got right now can get over 500 miles to a charge. Think about that. 500 miles. There's a lot of cars you can't get 500 miles in, but you could get 500 miles in an electric car. And your rate of charging, you charge from 2% to 90%, only cost you like $30. That sounds pretty good when you're paying $6 a gallon. Gas prices, oh my God. I can't even get started with gas prices. This is the craziest thing I've ever seen. I mean, there are gas stations right now in LA, in California, that diesel is $9 a gallon. Think about that. $9 a gallon. I mean, 10 gallons is $90. I don't know about you guys, but that just don't fit the budget. You know what I'm saying? That don't fit the budget. For I mean, $90. Shoot, even $6 a gallon doesn't quite fit in the budget. That's not what the budget was for. I'm fortunate that I live close, but for people who were driving an hour to get where they needed to go to get to work, man, you're talking about people spending $30 a day just one way to get to work. That's $60 a day. I hope you're making good money. You got to be making good money traveling that kind of work, traveling that kind of way. Andre, what do you think about all this? Sean the Brit, are you serious? Oh, Sean, it's so good to hear from you. How are you doing, man? God, it's good to hear from you. How are you? Well, I did not. I did not. I hope you're doing well, man. Oh God, we have all been praying for you. Oh my God, we have all been praying for you. Brother, you doing good just makes my night. That you just made my 4th of July. Knowing that you're okay, man. Thank you for that. Thank you. Because you've been in prayers every week, every weekend, every Sunday now for what, year? You've been in our prayers. Yeah, man, you mean that much. You mean that much to us. Yeah, yeah. Are you back to working? Yeah, Hunter. Inflation is out of control. It's out of control. Anytime I go to a grocery store and I see these little itty bitty steaks, it's like a total of like 2 pounds of meat, and they're wanting 15, $16 for it. It's barely enough meat to make a meal. Okay, and they want $16 for it. Nah, man, that used to be $8. It's like doubled. Everything's doubled in price. Coffee is ridiculous. And I'm sorry, but I got to have coffee, so that price that just went out. That just uh, that is going to fit the budget regardless. I mean, the price of everything, clothes, food, gas. Okay, man. God, that's so cool. Give you a 50-50 on making it. Well, I'm glad you're making it, man. It just wasn't your time. Just wasn't your time. And I'm glad that it wasn't, man. But yeah, and the thing I'm noticing, all the prices have gone up. Has your pay increased? Because even when you're talking about, minimum wage is now, going to be $15 an hour. Man, that ain't enough. That's not enough. I mean, if prices are going to double in like 6 months, double what they were into what they are now, if you ask me, your pay should double immediately. Because there's somebody out there making a buttload of money. I'm sorry, guys, it ain't us. The one percenters, maybe. But it ain't us making that kind of money. So And the worst thing of all, one of the worst things of all, is we have had gas go up like it is, right? Now we have a pipeline that was 6 months from being finished, where we could have moved in as much oil as we needed to keep prices where they were rather than where they are. And the powers that be in Washington closed it. They shut it down before it could be completed and before they could open it up. And then all the prices went up. Who do you think is benefiting from that? It certainly is not us benefiting from that. That's the 1%ers. Ain't us. They've almost made it now where it's getting hard to just live. To live in an apartment, to rent a house, to buy a house, or even own a house. My friend told me the other day, he said, you know what? He said, when I bought this house brand new, my taxes on it were $3,200 a year. I said, well, that's not bad. He said, no. He said, it wasn't bad. He said, but in the last 2 years, my taxes now are $7,000. I said, whoa. He said, yeah. He said, my house payment went up because my house taxes went up. He says, I'm paying $7,000 a year just to have this house. He says, even when I finished buying it, which he did, they were doing everything they could, and they were just putting loads of more money on it than they could. And they paid it off. He said, but then I still got to be able to come up with $7,000, $8,000, $9,000 a year, $9,000 a year to pay the taxes on it. Because if I don't pay the taxes on it, even though I own the house, they'll take it. He said, so now even though I paid my house off, I'm making a small house payment just to cover the taxes. And that's the way it's going these days. It's ridiculous. Yeah, Vanessa. What are you doing? Vanessa, what do you think about all this? If you want to, you can come up. We can have a little chat. Man, Sean the Brit, it's so good seeing you. It really is. But here's another thing with AI, with self-aware AIs. And right now, it still only exists in story. But can you imagine when a self-aware robot comes up to you and goes, hey, I want to talk to you about some things. I like this. I don't like this. I like this. I don't like this. How are we going to work this out so things are more acceptable to me? Can you imagine having to negotiate terms and conditions with something you purchased? Okay, so that brings up this. So if you start to negotiating with it and it truly is a self-aware artificial intelligent robot, which means it feels everything you do, thinks like you do, as fast as you do, completely aware of everything, feeling the same things you do, experience things the same way you do, and wants to negotiate with you. Does that become slavery? Is that the next step? Robotic slavery? Because you purchased it or it was given to you, I don't know, but it comes up to you to negotiate with you on the terms of what it does or how it does, and then you have to talk to it and negotiate with it. I live in a housing association. It means I do not on my flat. The reason why I have that because I'm on disability, so I know I do not on my own house. Okay, you did not own your own flat. Okay, well that's bad, but that's also good. It's great that they do that for you. That the housing association does that for you, so you have a place to live and you don't have to worry about getting kicked out, or you don't have to worry about. Well, you probably don't have to worry about repairs either, although it may be slow in coming when you do have something that breaks. But still, I mean, at least you have a place where you feel comfortable in, where you feel stable in, where I'm okay. I've got a place to live. You have AC when it's hot. You have warmth when it's cold. You don't have to worry about that. So that's cool. That's cool. That's good to hear. But for a lot of other people, your apartment, you were paying $900 a month, and then all of a sudden they tell you, well, it's now $1,400. How do you deal with that? You start looking for another place to move, and if you do, and you find some place that's a grand, that beats 1,400, and so you move. You sign a year lease on it. I'm going to come back up. Then they go, okay, well, it's now $1,600. That's got to give people anxiety, knowing that you're here a year, you're here a year, you're here a year, and moving gets old after a while, because you start collecting more stuff than you really need to have. And so you got all this junk and you're trying to get rid of it so you can pack up what you want to keep. You can still get kicked out if you don't pay your rent, and you don't have to worry about repairs. You just have to ring them up and tell her about that. I need repairs done. Housing association. Well, that's cool. But at least they've got your rent reasonable, though, right? I mean, they can't go and go, okay, you're paying 400 a month, and now, oh, everything's going up, so now you're paying 800. Or can they do that? You tell me. I'm interested to know because over here they've got places for people who have disabilities to live, but the places where they are just not in the best condition. You know, they're just not. They're all right, but they're made with minimal quality. So they break, they get dirty, they look bad. Roofs leak, stuff like that. And so they're constantly being repaired, but it's all because they're using substandard quality items when they do it instead of just doing and building them right. I'm in my house 12 years where I live in my one bedroom house 12 years. Cool. That's cool. Because then, I mean, if you're disabled, moving would be a tough thing to do. That would be a real tough thing to do. That's when you've got to hire people to come in, and that ain't cheap. That's not cheap. to be able to do something like that. Then you're talking about 800, a grand, just to get somewhere, just to go somewhere else. Even after you've thrown everything away that you could possibly, thrown good things away, but you just can't take it with you. I mean, I know that we've been living here, and and I mean, uh, BG turned around and looked in the garage, and she said, "This thing is 3/4 full." She said, "I can't get anywhere in this garage. We need to start throwing stuff away. We don't need all this junk. In fact, if it's out here in the garage, it's junk. We don't need it. Well, let's get rid of it." So over time, we've been doing that. Doing that where you can go from one end to the other. And God bless her, she gets out there and just works her butt off. I mean, tearing down boxes and reorganizing, rearranging stuff, and putting stuff in bins so it gets out of just all over the floor and everything like that. So yeah, she's really done a lot to cleaning the garage up, where now it's only about half full. Miss Amy, how are you? Where have you been, Miss Amy? I haven't seen you in a long time. Man, I get to see Sean and the Brit. Now I get to see Miss Amy. I get to see Vanessa. Gosh, this is fantastic. Happy 4th of July, too. I forgot to say that. How's the kitties? Yeah, family. Well, good. Family stuff is important. Ground floor, 1 bedroom house. Because of my disability, cannot use stairs anymore, so I fall over, hurt myself. Well, that's good. At least you're in a 1 bedroom flat on the ground floor. That's a good thing. Well, we don't want you to do that. We don't want you to hurt yourself. So that's good. That's good. I'm glad to hear it. So, Vanessa, is that part of your disability? Yeah, Miss Amy, dealing with family stuff, YouTube will be here. YouTube, as you can tell, YouTube is still here. Still the same crazy stuff going on. So you really, overall, I know you've been gone a while, but you didn't miss anything. Oh, cool. Today's just been a lazy day for us. I mean, I understand the 4th of July, the Day of Independence, everything. But for us, it's just been a day to just be with family and just kind of chill. So they've had signs out in the neighborhoods now for a month saying fireworks are illegal, fireworks are not permitted. We have a ground burn a ground burn ban. A ground burn ban. There you go. We have a ground burn ban, and so if you use fireworks, we're gonna get there and we're gonna kick your dog and write you tickets and charge you thousands of dollars and all this other kind of stuff. So it's like, whatever, whatever. you know, Canada usually a lazy day for me now as well. Yeah, just a lazy day, and I mean that's good. I mean it's good to have a holiday where everybody's able to just blow some steam off and just relax. Chill. You know, if you're living in a state where weed's legal, smoke it up. Smoke them if you got them. Or have a few cocktails. Just relax, and that's good. That's a good thing. People are running so hard throughout the week, throughout the business work week. They're just running just a mile a minute. It's good where everybody just slows down. Now I do know the grocery stores were open today. Walmart was open today. But most of the other places, I mean, so, I guess the restaurants were open also, but a lot of the other places, stores just closed for the day. A lot of the eyeglass places and um, all that kind of stuff, shut down. A lot of the banks shut down. So, besides, if you got a bank and you can get on and you can digital do it on your computer or on your phone or stuff, you don't even need to go. Exactly. Smoke them if you got them. Yeah. If it's legal in your area. If it's legal. But yeah, there's just a whole bunch of stuff going on right now. Like, okay, back to more of the normal topic here. Just recently on Fox News, the website, on MSN, a lot of other places, a lot of other New York Times, things of that nature. Yeah, Miss Amy, that's what I do now. That's exactly what I do. Get a check, take a photo, send it to them, in. They've got their own little app in there in their bank site. If you go online, yeah, you can get checks. That you need to deposit. You can do it right from your own house. You don't even have to go to them to deposit them anymore. Now that is amazing. That is so cool. The less I have to go out to go to the bank or something like that, because the big C is still there. It's still out there. Oh, Vanessa, really? Vanessa, I feel for you. I really do. I went for 6 months here with my right eye was completely out. I was told that I was literally medically blind in my right eye for 6 months. Then I got then I had a surgery on my eye, and now I'm 2020. So I understand what it's like going with the disability with eyesight, and I understand what it's like to live through it, to live with it. Man, it sucks. But fortunately now I can see again. So I'm very happy with that. But I'm very sorry if that's your disabilities with your eyesight. Yeah, because that makes living life really hard, really tough to be able to get out to do anything when you can't see, when you have trouble seeing, or getting flashed in the eyes with a light, makes you go into a seizure or makes you pass out. Still out there. One of our hospitals is once again in lockdown. Yeah, the big C is out there. You live by yourself. You're quite happy living by yourself. Well, cool. Well, that's cool that you like living by yourself, though. That's cool. Some people can do it. Some people can't. So, Vanessa, let me ask you this: if you could get a an artificial intelligent robot or an artificial intelligent person to come with you to help you out with things, would you accept that? Is that something you would like to have? I mean, you're talking about an artificial intelligent person that you could have conversations with, that could help you with lots of things. Would you accept that? Have you thought about that? Something like that? We studied Helen Keller in junior high. I was learned a little bit of sign language. She was able to read sign language spelled out with the other person signing in her hand. Yeah. Helen Keller also introduced um, a dog into America that wasn't there. I can't remember the name of the dog. I'll think about it. It'll come to me. But she is the one who actually received a dog from the dude in Japan and brought it back over. You're on good terms with solitude, but you miss friends. Yeah. Well, Miss Amy, let me ask you: if you had an artificial intelligent robot, a guy that would come, that was at your house, that would help you with things, that could vacuum the floors, that could do your laundry, that could carry on a conversation with you, even based on your emotion, like, I'm so sorry, I just, and would go, oh, I'm so sorry. Miss Amy, is there anything I can do to help you? Is there anything I can do to support you? You're so wonderful. I hate seeing you like this. And carry on a conversation like that. Is that something you would accept? Yep, I'm hearing the fireworks now. There we go. Okay, I'm back. Now let me see what you guys said. Yeah, the internet just went out. I got kicked off. I have absolutely no idea what happened. So let's see here. Good question. If you've seen the film by Centennial Man and it was like that, you'd be down for it. As long as the android followed the rules of robotics that Isaac Asimov wrote. Deal with migraines involves a lot of pain in one side of the head and lots of nausea. They're no fun. And we're back. Yes, and we are back. I don't know what happened. It's just the internet went out. I have no clue what went on. Oh, goodness. Yeah, I'm familiar with the migraines. I am very familiar with the migraines. Um, I worked long time dealing with migraines. I mean, migraines. Uh, yeah, I've seen it. I just don't remember a lot about it. But that's one I'm going to watch. I'm going to watch that one again. I'm going to watch that one again. Let's see here real quick. Let's see here now. Well, it may not, but if it was acted in by Robin Williams, you know it was good because Robin Williams was one hell of an actor. Any film that Robin Williams did was a good one because he didn't do bad films. Let's see. Here we go. The rules for Isaac Asimov. A robot may not injure a human being or, through inaction, allow a human being to come to harm. A robot must obey orders given it by human beings, except where such orders would conflict with the first law. A robot must protect its own existence as long as such protection does not conflict with the first or second law. The 3 rules of robotics. So, if that's the 3 rules of robotics, and the robots with AI had that implanted in them before they were released, Miss Amy, you said you would get one. You would have one. Yes, sir. Cool. Vanessa, would you now? If it did have the 3 rules by Isaac Asimov that was already implanted, which as we just read about a robot may not injure a human being or through inaction allow a human being to come to harm. You know, a robot must obey orders given to it by human beings, except where such orders would conflict with the first law. That's the second one. And the third one, a robot must protect its own existence as long as such protection does not conflict with the first or second law. So Miss Amy says she would definitely have one for sure. I think if I had a robot that had the 3 rules of robotics by Isaac Asimov in it, I think I would. I would. Big Tinder, you're back. The skies. Yeah, Bicentennial Man. I'm telling you, man, Robin Williams was a great actor. He was an amazing actor. You know, the guy could do so much. I don't know what his style was of acting. But all I know is this, man, is that when he went into a character, he was that character. Whoever it was, he became that character. You know, and if he didn't know what the character was, like a robot, he researched it. He did everything he can. So when he came out as a character, as a robot, he was that he was that character. You know, an amazing actor, just an amazing actor. You know, some of his movies weren't very highly rated, but man, if you watch them, any of them, they were awesome. You know, I remember when he was a comedian doing stand up comedy and getting high on cocaine, man. Dude, that dude was a buzzsaw. He was telling so many jokes, man. Oh my God. Oh, literally, you would pee on yourself because you were laughing so hard. Oh my God. Yeah, he was a fantastic comedian. Oh man, he was such a good character, such a good actor, man. Yeah, it's truly is a shame. Yeah, Dead Poets to Society. That's another beautiful, beautiful movie. That's a beautiful movie. That's really I made my kid watch it just so he could understand, that sometimes you just have to stand up for yourself. You have to let everybody know who you are. Well, Big Tender, that's kind of, personal information. Dead Poets Society was such a beautiful movie. Yeah, there were tears, especially in the end when he was leaving and all the kids stood up on their desks. Oh man, that was so awesome. That was so awesome. Yeah, I agree, Sky. Yeah, Aladdin live action movie wasn't the same without Robin Williams. It was not the same. Sky, I'm with you, man. Yeah, I had tears rolling down my face when I found out that he died. And the way he died, dude, for a man that could put so much beauty in things, so much depth and emotion in things, like in Dead Poet Society or like in Aladdin, you know, for characters that he played them, and then I'm sorry, there's just nobody else who could ever do it any better. He became the character was Aladdin was Robin Williams, flat out. That's all there is to it. Just like John Wayne in westerns. That was a cowboy. Nothing about it. That was a cowboy in a western. That was cowboys. Queen of Boyd, hey, happy 4th of July to you too. Yeah, Miss Amy, I thought, yeah, that he, I thought that it was a joke. I said, man, I can't believe they're actually saying this, man. This is junk. Well, why are they saying this? This isn't funny. And yeah, it wasn't funny. It wasn't a joke, man. And I can just remember looking at the article about it, and about the candlelight affair that they had going on. And it was just, man, I just had tears running. Tears were running down my face. I agree, Miss Amy. It's so unfair. Queen of Boyd, do you remember what Robin Williams? Did you ever watch any of his movies? Oh, BG's good. BG's doing well. She's doing very well. She's man, she just becomes more beautiful every day I see her. You know? Truly is, because there's something about sleeping with somebody. I mean, there's lots of people who do that. Oh, I slept with this person last night. But when you're sleeping with somebody you love, the feeling you get, the comfort you get, the peace of mind that you get from that, man, there ain't nothing like that. Nothing like that, you know? It's an amazing feeling. It really is. Thank you for asking. There's a lot of people around since we've had this. Uh, John Wayne wanted to be a Native American. I did not know that, but I can understand that. Come here, puppy. Come here, puppy. Y'all gotta hang on a second here. The all the fireworks are going off. I mean, pop, 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 pop. So the puppy here is just kind of a little anxious, a little nervous from it here. So I'm just I'm just petting her here, just letting her know she's loved and she's all right. Yeah, she's all right. Yeah, that's it, girl. That's it, baby girl. You all right? That's it, baby girl. You all right? Yeah. There we go. She's calming down. No, you do not watch a lot of movie. I'm going. Yeah, yes, I will. I'll definitely let her know that. Definitely. There you go. There you go. By the way, if anybody wants to come up on panel, just let me know. But well, I've been going for a little while. Your dog was shaking like a leaf for the Canada Day fireworks. She's not a fan. Yeah, yeah. Neither is this big old heifer. She's definitely not a fan of fireworks. She doesn't like them at all. I think it's because it's nothing she can bite. Fireworks Day, yes, Fireworks Day. Yeah, hello, hello, you furball, you fat-headed furball. Yes, yes, I'm talking to you. Okay. Yeah, let me go back to my panel here. I got a whole bunch, all kinds of great people in here, and I'm talking to them. Okay, okay, you good? We okay? We good? All right. Yeah, she's my fuzzy head my fuzzy fat head. That's what I call her. I call her my fuzzy fat head. It's a term of endearment, trust me. And she just loves it. Boy, she went from looking at me kind of like, "Ooh, what is that? Ooh, I don't like that." To then she went, "Ah, ha ha ha." And just started a big old smile and started panting. And so it's like it's all good. It's all good. I just love animals. I do. I just love animals. I love dogs. I really do. They just give so much. Uh, they give a lot more than they take. They do. So, Skies, what you got here? Oh, dadgummit, Miss Amy. I'm sorry. I didn't even. Let me check something out here real quick. Okay, Miss Amy. Yeah, you're big tender. Hang on a second, man. Okay, big tender. I got you set up now. Yeah, animals are just awesome. You know, I now there's a couple I don't like great white sharks. Don't really like great white sharks, but um, but most animals just love them to death. I just really couldn't. I couldn't hurt one. The only way I could hurt an animal was if it was trying to eat me or something like that. Oh my goodness, my cats are hiding under couches and closets under beds. Be 10 feral cats that live outside, and all those jokers came in. Bimbo Barbarella. Here we go. I got you now. I got you taken care of. Here we go. No, 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 no. No. Spiders is something I'm not cool with. Okay? I am not cool with spiders. Man, about 2 months ago, I went to get my indoor slippers. Okay, so I went to go get my indoor slippers, and normally I take my slippers and I bang them together just in case there's anything in it. So I went and put my foot in my slippers without clanging them together and felt something and just jammed my foot in, right? Man, I pulled my foot out because I felt something and it felt like a little pinprick. I pulled my foot out and out came this spider, a wolf spider, about 2 inches around. And it was sitting in my slipper. And I squashed it with my toe. But when I squashed it with my toe, it bit me. Oh my gosh, yeah, a nightmare. Yeah, that it's a nightmare. Yeah, that was like a total nightmare. And it really happened. Oh my gosh. I got PTSD now from it. Blue Ivory. Blue Ivory, what are you doing? There you go, Blue Ivory. I got you covered. It's a total freaking nightmare. I'm gonna go have to have therapy or something for this now. How many does that people does that happen to? Does it ever happen to you guys? Because I'm telling you, it happened to me, and ooh, not a good thing. Okay, just not a good thing. First thing I did was go, BJ. She said, "What?" I said, "Come here. I've been attacked. I'm gonna die." Blue Ivory, you're visiting me. How long has this been? This is your first time. Dun, dun, da, da, dun, dun, da, da. Blue Ivory is visiting us for the first time. Bimbo. No, thank you. Thank you. All of you. Thank all of you for coming here, for coming and spending some time with me on this national holiday. I do so appreciate it, guys. I really do. You are just the best. You know, you guys spending time with me on this holiday. Found a snail with teeth sitting on your kitchen table. Hold on. Bimbo, a snail with teeth? Okay, that's much of a nightmare sticking your foot in a slipper and there being a big ass spider in there. I mean, that was pretty bad. Okay, so Blue Ivory, did you hear? It was on all of the news channels, all of them. It was on the in the Washington Post. It was everywhere. Okay, let me look this up real quick here so I get it right. So, okay, so I've got it. Anyway, what came out recently in the news, and this is more in line to what we normally talk about. but it's amazing, is that MUFON, which stands for the Mutual UFO Network, it's an international organization. It's generally where all tales of UFOs go to, all of the documents go to, and where it's kept on file and it's held. Um, there you go, Sky. I put it up there for you. Um, has announced, has just announced that there are such a thing as UFOs. And not only are there things as UFOs, but they do exist and aliens do exist. I mean, this is the International UFO Organization. They're international. They're not just United States. They're not just Canada. They're not just South America. No, they're not just France or Italy or Greece. They're everywhere. They're the organization. Okay, has now announced that they are real. They said all of the evidence they have collected, including the most recent evidence, and one of the main ones was the ones that were taken by the military pilots, and have said that they are real. So that right there is probably the biggest news of all. Is that they said they are real, and pretty much nothing you can really do about it. And when I heard that, I was just like, oh, you got to be kidding. But yes. So for anybody, well, now, Miss Amy, there's one problem with what you just said. Okay, and I don't want to conflict with what you said, but I have to here because we have made contact. Yeah, that's a great film. You're right. That is a great film with what's her name? I can't remember. I can't remember her name, but we have made contact, and here's why we've made contact. Okay, because we have a little robot. Okay, right now, going around all over Mars. Okay, going around all over Mars, and the robot goes around and it's just taking pictures of everything, of everywhere. And it came up with a picture. And the picture that it came up with and I'll just show you here real quick. This is the picture it came up with. If you look at this, this is Mars. If you look at that picture, okay, tell me that's not a doorway. See the straight line? Tell me that's not a wall. Because that's what that is. This is on Mars. And this little robot that drives all over the place taking pictures, yeah, that's a structure. And that's on Mars. You know, I mean, I hate to say it, but it is what it is. You know, and from what I understand, well, you know, that's the whole thing. You can never know. You can never know. But for anybody that's out there, no, that's not natural occurrence. That's a made occurrence. But for anybody out there, if you want to know the truth, or what I deem to be the truth, my own opinion, but it's the truth, okay? Email me. Go to the about on this channel and email me. Email me and tell me that you want me to send you the books. And if you tell me you want me to send you the books I'm going to send you is I'm going to send you the American version and I'm going to send you the Soviet version of the Blue Planet Project. If you email me, I'll send you both. Both are 132 pages. Both of them are the same number of pages. The American version tells you how the true workings of the government work, you know, how it all works, you know, who's the players, who's not the players, you know, what they do goes into, yes, like Sky said, some of the engravings on the pyramid to types of aliens. It doesn't cover the aliens as well, but when you go over with the Russian version of the Blue Planet Project, it goes into yes, I have listened to George Nori extensively. Yes, I have. It goes into 56 different types of aliens. A lot of the pictures of them are hand drawn, but you can definitely tell that these are not hand drawn by people who haven't seen or don't know of. Or anyway, it goes through 56 different type of aliens currently. And the one thing I can tell you is most of them are bipedal, meaning 2 arms, 2 legs. That seems to be the dominating life form all throughout. So if you want to email me, tell me, send me the documents, I will send you the documents. Okay, now, here's the big thing. And I know this is strange to do on YouTube, very strange to do on YouTube, since this seems to be so many people's business, but I'll send it to you for free. Won't cost you a dime other than the email. The time you spent sending me the email saying, hey, Duke, send me those books. I want to see this firsthand and make my own decision. Thanks. You send me that email and I'll reply to it and I'll send you the books. And then you can oh yes, guys, yeah, it's got the reptilians in there. They're in there. And I'll send it to you for free. And then that's what you can do. The biggest thing of all is you can look at the information, you can process it yourself, and then you can decide for yourself. Make your own decision on what you believe. Because what I'm doing, I'm showing you this. I'm just bringing things out that maybe you haven't seen, maybe you skipped over, and I'm letting you know, hey, this is something you should check out. And then everything here on this channel is for you to decide what you believe and then go from there. And if you believe what a lot of us believe, And hey, you come and hang out and know that there are other people like you out there that are like you. And if you don't believe what we believe, then you can come here and check it out and just go, man, these people are stupid. These people are crazy. These people are nuts. Oh my goodness, it's BB. Hey, BB. Dun, 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 dun. BB is in the house. BB, how you doing? Are you good? Cool, Sky. I'll check it out. Yeah, I believe it 100%. You know, as I have been here in Texas, I have seen UFOs that I have seen many UFOs. You know, I've seen them when I was 6. I saw them when I was 11. I've seen them. I was followed by one for probably 6 miles. Um, 6 8 miles, really. Um, I've seen them. Man, I saw this one huge, when I was sitting at a traffic light in a side highway. Oh, Blue Ivory, I'm sorry. Should I get louder? I can get pretty loud on this. I'm sorry, Blue Ivory. Let's see here. There we go. But just like BB. But and I was at this red light, and it was right there where now, okay, now if you look on the left, it is now the world's largest water park, indoor water park. And to the right is the stadium for the AAA baseball team here in here. All right, Bimbo. Hey, thanks for coming in, Bimbo. Who knows? Who knows, Blue? Who knows? Oh yeah, that wouldn't be funny, Big Tender. No, that would be going running down the street. That's what that'd be. Man, I'd be taking off. I'd be putting one of these on it. Man, I'd be into tomorrow already. I'm running so fast. I'd already be into tomorrow. I'm serious. It wouldn't be the 4th of July. It'd be the 5th of July. But when I finish running, ooh, man. But and we're at this light, and I looked up into the clouds, and all of a sudden, I swear it's not a movie. I swear to you, all of a sudden, out of the clouds, it started form. It basically became. It was like hidden, and then all of a sudden became. You could see it. It's like it appeared, like it was there, but it was cloaked, and then all of a sudden it came uncloaked, and it was probably, oh gosh, I would say it was probably 50 feet off the ground in these clouds. And yeah, the clouds were low hanging. That was kind of weird. I never even thought about that. But anyway, it like decloaked, and it was there, and it was shiny silver. It was like reflective, you know. It was reflective, but you could see the outline of it, and it was, oh goodness, it was probably I'm thinking real hard here, trying to figure out. It was probably 100 yards long, and it was multi-layered. Okay, imagine in Star Wars. You know, in the Star Wars opens, and you've got that big kind of diamond-shaped ship shooting at these small uh, spaceships. You know, those huge ones. It was like that, but it was way small, and the bottom was flat, so it was kind of triangular, and it appeared with that shiny material that was reflective, so you almost couldn't see it, but you could you could see the outline of it, and it appeared and for like 10 seconds, and I was like just looking at it. I couldn't keep my eyes off it, and then it cloaked, and you couldn't see it anymore. Yeah, a Star Cruiser. Yes, Bimbo. Yes, a Star Cruiser. And yeah, and the thing is, there are people coming from all walks of life. I mean, all walks of life. Everything from janitors to law enforcement personnel to people who work in Walmart to people who work in grocery stores to people who are hairstylists to uh, movie stars to weightlifters. Yeah, it's was I scared? No, I was shocked. I was amazed. I was just standing there looking. I was sitting in my car looking at it through the windshield. And I put the car in park because we were at this light, and for some reason the light didn't change. And stuck my head out the window. Well, actually about halfway went out the window, and I'm looking at it, and I can't believe I'm looking at this. And it was beautiful. It really was. But it was like the surface was like a mirror. Okay, like a mirror, because it reflected whatever was out. It was all it was doing was reflecting light, and it was awesome. And then it just cloaked back up and just disappeared. And it wasn't a movie, and it was in, let's see, I think it was in 2000 and around 2009 when I saw it, around 2009. So yeah, so it was just, but there are other people who have seen stuff and seen more, and oh yeah, Close Encounters of the Third Kind is a classic. It almost became the definitive UFO film. I would call it that. What do you think, Sky? BB, what do you think? Would you say that Close Encounters of the Third Kind is the definitive UFO movie? Because I mean, there's been a lot of them. I mean, you could even kind of call the Star Wars set, but I wouldn't say that was UFO. That was more a space movie, But I mean, there's been lots of. I mean, you could call the one where the guy got captured. Oh, you do, yeah. It's the definitive UFO movie. There's some others out there. Like the one about the guy that got abducted by a UFO, and he just disappeared. He was he was cutting forest down, for timber, for the wood companies, so they could turn them into all kinds of wood planks and stuff like that. Um, Yeah, that's it, baby. Fire in the sky. Yes. You could call that the definitive, I guess. Maybe the definitive abduction movie. Ah, Blue. Cousin passed away last year. You felt him with you. I was fighting for my life and he saved me. Blue, I'm with you on that. I am definitely with you on that. I had a similar type of experience. See, I've had all these different experiences, with this, which is, I guess, why I talk about it so much when I stream. Because, I mean, we're talking about AI, then we go into UFOs, then you're going into well, I guess technically you could call it ghosts, but it all seems to be interconnected. Fire in the Sky is the first time you really saw a movie about an alien abduction that wasn't like Big Tender said, "Oh, today, did you get poked in the bunghole?" you know, when I believe the answer was yes, he did. But I know the movie differs from what really happened. On an interview that was on uh God, and I can't think tonight. I don't know what's going on. My brain is just not functioning like it should, like it's supposed to. Yeah, into George Norrie. That's it. And he was on there, and they were interviewing him, and they were asking him what was different about what really happened in the movie. And in the movie, he appears in the phone booth, okay, and he was naked, but in real, he was clothed. He was clothed when he came back, when he made the phone call that he was alive and he was back. Oh, really? Jeff Mara? Well, that's cool. Yeah, I'd like to check that one out. Miss Amy, can you put the link in the chat? That would be cool. And I'd love to talk to people who have had similar experiences, like near death experiences, because I've had one. Out of body experiences, because I've had one of those. Meeting UFOs, yes. Well, seeing UFOs, not encountering them. Okay, cool. I like talking about this because it is current. Think about it. Think about it. Just here recently. Oh, really cool, Sky.
Welcome to the Jeff Mara.
Yeah, that's Yeah, I had an NDE. Yes, yes, I had an NDE. You had an NDE? Yes, yes, I did. Yes, I did. And BG's had a couple herself. You know, which is again why we're so connected. We both have had so many of the same type of experiences in our lives. Even when we weren't together, technically, I guess we were together because we've encountered so many of the same things. That are not normal, that lots of people don't talk about, but is real. At least in my opinion, it's real. Miss Amy, he wouldn't want. I don't think he'd want to interview me. Yes, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Sure have. I've had so many different experiences, and I don't really, and to me, it's just okay, and but for a lot of people, I guess some people don't have these type of experiences because I thought that if I was having them, everybody would have them. You know, I mean, just I don't know, maybe that's just completely unaware, but I figured if I'd had them, everybody's have had them. BB, have you ever had anything happen like that, or Blue? Sky, what about you? You had an out of body experience. Aren't those cool? They're scary, but they're cool. I mean, I can remember hanging above myself. Yeah, that looks like a great channel. It really does. It looks like a fantastic channel. It's just I can remember turning around and looking down at myself and seeing me laying there, on the bed. I can remember seeing me laying there on the bed just like it was yesterday. And I think that's one of the definitive ways you can tell that you've had something different than just a dream, or a night. For some people, maybe a nightmare, is when you can remember it like yesterday. You think your butt haunted it, keeps making noises? Yeah, Big Tender, your butt could be haunted. It could. Miss Amy, if you're having those dreams where your loved ones who have passed are there and they're telling you're okay, that's not a dream. Well, Miss Amy, because it's real. Miss Amy, answer this: those supposed air quotes dreams that you had. Can you remember them like you just had it? Can you remember them telling you, "I'm okay. It's all good. Everything's been great." Because I'm telling you, I've had that. I've had that. Well, might have been just a little more than that. I've had those, but I've also had others where they came right next to me. You believe your Shibu is your grandmother? That wouldn't be too weird. Really feisty, and now your little puppy is feisty too. That's cool, Blue. That's really cool. Miss Amy, they say a lot of things are hallucinations, but they're not. Because if you had a hallucination, I doubt if you had a hallucination of a three-eyed wonder worm, a flying wonder worm. I don't think I would have the same dream as you of a three-eyed flying wonder worm. I don't think I would have that. Just saying. But when everybody has had dreams where, yes, where your friends are there that have passed, and all of a sudden you're back to a familiar place. Um, in your dream, and you feel like you just feel like you're there. And it looks the same and it smells the same. And your friend is there, and yeah, and they're telling you they're okay. Yeah, that's real. That is real. Your dog has the same personality as me and my pops. Well, I don't know. My dog has definitely got a personality, but all she wants to do is push me off the bed. Because she wants to sleep on the bed, and she says, "No, Daddy, you ain't sleeping on this bed tonight. It's me." And push me right off the bed. And how a 90-pound dog can push a 300-pound man off the bed. If you know how she does that, you're smarter than I am. Literally, she will push me off the bed. Your beagle takes up the whole bed. Right? Well, put it this way: when when Samantha stretches out on the bed, she goes from one end to the other end. That's how long this dog is, okay? How big she is. She goes from one end of the bed to the other end, and we're in a Super King. She can stretch out. She can go all the way from one end to the other. And she's like stands up. I think she stands so at 28, 26, 28 inches. So literally, she takes up a quarter of the entire bed, just stretching out. And so she gets on the bed, and you're laying there, and she doesn't have enough room. She puts her two front legs on you, and she pushes me off, pushes me over. What do I think about planting memory trees? Well, Blue Ivory, this is the first I've heard about a memory tree. Tell me, what is a memory tree? Interesting. I've never heard of it, and I don't know everything. Oh, BB, thanks for spending time with me. BB, we'll see you again real soon. Thank you. Because I want to hear about this planting memory trees. What do these memory trees do? Do they hold? Which one? And I don't know if I'd get a copyright strike on it. It's very easy to get a copyright strike when you play other things. You talking about Ancient Aliens, or you're talking about is that the one, the Ancient Aliens? About 4 minutes long. Well, we'll give it a shot, and if not, we'll just have to edit it out.
Eyewitness accounts of UFOs have been documented on the Solomon Islands for years. And mysteriously, details reveal that the UFOs seem to rise out of the surrounding ocean where warships sank in World War II and vanish into a remote mountain lake on the island.
People often talk about seeing light not only in the sky, but in the ocean as well. That you see lights in the ocean, and then you see lights flying past overhead as well, and sometimes crushing into the ocean like a plane crushing.
There have been sightings of flying saucers appearing over the wreckage, flying into and out of mountains and volcanoes in the area. So the whole area is really pretty interesting.
There have been reports that objects, strange lights, actually rise up out of the waters into the air, move about for a period of time, and then disappear. And often this is either witnessed from the beach or is experienced at close hand by fishermen. And it is said that sometimes these objects come so close that the fishermen can actually feel the heat as they pass.
There's a lot of local people who have said, yes, for many years we've seen these types of things happening.
There are numerous accounts of abductions, people who disappear after coming into contact with these UFOs, never to be seen again. Could there be a connection between the legends of the giants of Guadalcanal and the numerous UFO sightings that have been reported here over the years? And might this be evidence that Guadalcanal really is the site of an underwater alien base? Some ancient astronaut theorists believe the answers can be found by examining stories of other strange creatures said to inhabit the island. Creatures like the Adaro.
The Adaro are frightening-looking creatures, half fish, half man. They were said to have come from the sun by way of rainbows. They could be dangerous. They could shoot poisonous flying fish at you. So the notion of some creature that was of danger and mythological qualities coming from far away seems alive and well in the Solomon Islands.
Chua Chua is a story that a lot of people in Guadalcanal know about, that these are actually human beings, but at a certain time they take different forms.
These are energies that can shapeshift into any form. These are not just stories for entertainment or for scaring the children. These fears are great.
You have to wonder if these famous giants of the Solomon Islands and these weird beings were in fact extraterrestrials that were there to protect these secret bases.
Is it possible that the stories of giants, sea monsters, and other strange beings on Guadalcanal are really accounts of extraterrestrials who appear as frightening creatures in order to scare off anyone who might discover their secret alien bases?
The Solomon Islands is right on what we call the ring of fire, a lot of volcanic activity, a lot of tectonic and geo activity. So there's a lot of energy there. One theory would simply be that if these other beings, wherever they are, wanted access to a good source of energy, that might be a very good place to go.
So there you go. Tree or bush that my cousin loved. The house we just bought wasn't good for any pests, so we bought a tree for him. And my brother-in-law, who passed away from brain cancer, was a friend of him. He planted three trees that are beautiful, and everyone has memories. That's cool. Blue, I think that's good. I really do. Yeah, that's beautiful. Blue, that's cool. Man, the more I talk to you, the more I just like you. I like talking to people who have heart, who have intelligence. That is so cool. Now, Sky, I don't know about playing Stephen Hawking's warning video. Here's what, but I am doing something. The tree I have for my cousin, I have a bird feeder bench. It's so peaceful. Yeah. When I lived in LA, me and my best friend had a place where we would go to the edge of this canyon, and we were up on the cliff on the side, and there was a tree there, and we would go there and we would sit underneath this tree right on the edge of this canyon, and we would sit there, and for some reason in that one spot, wind would blow anywhere from 5 to 10 miles an hour. And if you were standing away from it, even 10 feet away, there was no wind blowing. But as soon as you got into the shade of this tree and sat down, there was a nice breeze blowing 5 miles, 10 miles an hour. And it was peaceful, and all the sounds would disappear. And it was just the most peaceful place. We would hike all the way up the side of this hill on the access roads by the state for all their power lines and stuff, and we would hike all the way up and then go off of the road and hike up about probably quarter mile to get to this one spot where this tree was, and we would go down there and sit, and it was so peaceful and so cool. It could be summer, it could be heat of summer, but underneath this tree, the temperature was perfect. The breeze was blowing in, and we would look out over this huge valley, and you could even see birds flying around beneath you in this valley. It was such a beautiful place. Such a beautiful place. Okay, now, this is the Blue Planet Project. So, the preface. The following document is believed to be the personal notes and scientific diary of a scientist who was contracted by the government over several years to visit all crash sites, interrogate captured alien life forms, and analyze all data gathered from that endeavor. He also wrote notes on or about any documents which he came in contact with, which in any way related directly or indirectly to the organization, structure, or operation for the collection of such data. So, starts off with the invisible government, the Dulce base, some kind of alien life forms we know about, alien technology, U.S. government secret technology, alien abductions, and inculation devices and the practice of manipulation of the mind. The U.S. Counterintelligence Organizational Chart, the U.S. Space Counterintelligence Headquarters, the Majestic 12, the MJ-12, who they were at that time. Well, we'll get through all of this here because it's all a bunch of yeah. Facts about aliens on Earth. Alien crafts from other worlds have crashed in on Earth. Alien crafts are from both ultra dimensional sources and sources within this dimension. Early U.S. government efforts at acquiring technologies were successful. The U.S. government has conducted autopsies on alien cadavers. Yeah. Important UFO crashes. Extraterrestrial classifications. Let's see here. Grays type 1, Grays type 2, Grays type 3, Nordics, blonde, Swedes. Now, these are the ones they say are here right now. Which means if you were to go to Sweden, they're similar to us, blonde hair, blue eyes. Some have dark hair and brown eyes. They're shorter in height. They only intervene if the Greys' activity were to affect them directly. Nordic clones, intradimensional, not paraterrestrial. Short humanoids, hairy dwarves, men in black. Tells you all about them. Cattle mutilations, the Antarian connection, crop circle phenomena, the Dulce base. That's in New Mexico. Here's your first alien. That's a gray. Signs. Life forms we know about. White race, the Altars. The Ortizan Oleal. The black race, the yellow race, is the Tudacal. The blue race, the Capamore. The green race, the red race, the golden race. Skills and assignments. The ultra-terrestrials. The reptiloid. How tall they are, how much they weigh, how old they are. The insectoid. This is all the stuff. Now, there you go, Sky. The reptilians. That's a reptilian. That's the jelly. The mock, the mook. I don't know how you pronounce it. The Sasquatch. Tells you all about them. This one's scary to me. The reticuli. That was reticuli. So is this one. That's another one. Let's see this one here. Life expectancy, 60 Earth years. Females are 23 Earth years. What their blood pressure is, pulse, body temperature, average weight, average height. All of this is here in these books. U.S. government secret science technology. Now, they've already developed this one. This one is now. So anyway, alien abductions, it's all here. Look, we're on slide 94. Like I said, it's a 123-page book. So, and I got that up there. That's cool. I just learned how to do that. I don't know, but I'm telling you, if you're into it, if you really want to know, check it out. I mean, how many books can you find out where they'll tell you what the blood pressure of an alien is? I mean, come on. So yeah, so that's some pretty wild stuff. Some pretty amazing stuff. But again, just because it's something I may believe, don't believe me. Don't go just because I say it. Check it out for yourself. Okay? Check it out for yourself. Then make your own decision on it. Really. That's all I want you to do. Look at it, read it, think about it, let it play around in your head for a little while, maybe, and then make your own decision what you believe. So, all you gotta do, email me, and I'll send it to you free of charge. And not anything because, I'm just a generous kind of guy. Well, I kind of am, but no, because I just want people to understand things that they're not going to tell you about. They're not going to tell you because they don't feel like you're ready for it. And if you're not ready for it, then don't email me. Guys, I don't know for sure. I'm sure these books will tell you. The Russian one doesn't go into so much into the organizational structures and goes into 56 different types of aliens and tells you more than you ever wanted to know. Hey man, Big Tender, we can go find the spider aliens, okay? We can do that. But I ain't going without my shotgun. Couple boxes of buckshot, maybe slugs. Yeah, I might would go just with an ounce of lead. We go find the spiders. Yeah, we go take the spiders down. Or maybe the AR, 6 or 7 30-round clips. Yeah, we go find them. See what they think about a little copper in their diet. little 62 grain pills coming their way. Oh, Sky, I've got swords. I've already got swords. Momo, happy 4th of July. Yeah, if we're going for spiders, yeah, let me know. I will be ready. I'll tell her you said hi. How are you doing, Momo? What are you up to? Yes, it has been a long time. It's been a real long time. What are you up to these days? You getting married? I've got Scottish swords and Irish swords. Thank you very much. And Japanese sword? Oh yes. Oh yes. Me has katana. And they're all sharp. Well, a couple of them are just kind of sharp. And then some of them are very sharp. Oh, you do have a boyfriend. Oh, sweet. Hopefully he's very good to you. Treat you with respect. Momo, does he treat you with respect and kindness? That's all I want to know. I know William Thompson. Yeah. Really? Okay, he's your boyfriend. Have you actually met him face to face? Or is he a YouTube boyfriend? FaceTime. Okay. Well, still, that's good. That's good. I'm very happy for you. Very happy for you. William Thompson is a good man. Well, then you know he's good then. He's in Texas? Yeah, you got your man there. For the most part. Most guys in Texas are pretty decent. Not all of them, but most of them. Cool. Very cool. Anyway, like I was saying, these books are awesome. So if you want your own copy, just email me. Say, Duke, send me the copy. And I will send them to you free of charge. Ah, man. So much information. So many things have come to light recently. You know, he's in Laredo. Oh, yeah, he's down on Border Town. Man, it gets hot down there. It's been 102, 100 every day. In fact, we had 18 straight days of 100 degrees. What we need some rain. Momo, how hot's it been where you are? Sky, how hot has it been where you are? Because our AC is really getting to work out. Wow, that's a big wedding. That's okay, Blue. Hey, my internet went out when I was streaming, for crying out loud. 90s, but very humid. Yeah. Yes, guys. Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. Elon Musk knows a lot. Knows a lot. Oh, you'll pee so we can get some rain. Oh, okay, okay. Just come over here, man. My yard, cause my desert. I mean my yard. Yeah, my desert. My yard could use all the liquid it can get right now. Not so hot at times, man. I'd love to be there. Miss Amy, I need to be where you are. Cause this hot stuff, man, it's for the birds. You can have it. You can have all of it. I mean, it's so bad. I don't even want to go out. I called my son over today to walk the dog. I mean, it's bad. Guess what I ordered from Houston? I don't know, Blue. What'd you order from Houston? Go ahead. Go ahead, tell me. I want to hear. All right, Miss Amy, how very hot and humid is it? 91? Oh, now 91 is warm. I'll give you that. Yes, I agree. 91 is warm. Yeah, you could call it hot. Yeah, you could call that hot. 91 could be hot. But it's been 102. In Laredo, it's probably 115. That's hot. Last thing you ordered was a bunch of leggings from Amazon. For Indiana, it's hot. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, 100 degrees in Cali is hot. That's some hot stuff. When it gets 100 degrees, because it used to only do that 1 month out of the year. Then the rest of the time, it went back down to 80, and then it was back down to 75. And it was glorious. And at night, it went down to 50, and it was just, oh, it was so cool. It was so good. Used to love it. The evenings in California were so good. Where's Turtle? I don't see Turtle. Wish you lived in Alaska. Oh, there's Turtle. What's up, Turtle? Love 100s. Yeah, yeah. Well, then, Miss Amy, it's freaking hot. Happy 4th of July to you, Turtle. What are you up to, man? Where you been at? Ashley Long, happy 4th of July to you, too. Man, I get to see so many great people. I got to stream more. I really do. But, guys, here's the thing. Smoking it your lemon kush. Well, go fire it up, brother. Fire it up. Turtle had to buy turtle wax. Well, Big Tender, you got to Turtle's got to keep that shell shiny. There can be lots of ladies out there that like a shiny shell. Alaska's a lot colder though, and their lands are beautiful but risky. Yes, guys, they are very risky. Out there, you got to definitely be thinking about bear. Because bear comes up on you, man. They ain't looking at you as friends. They looking at you as food. And if they're food, oh man, then you got to do something. Because they're coming to eat you. Bear charges you, they're coming to kill you and eat you. And then bury the rest of you to come back later after you've been decomposing and eat the rest of you. Because then you're all nice and soft and mushy. Kind of like warm ice cream. And it's all good in the neighborhood then. And then they finish you off. And then the wolves come and pick off the rest of you. Or the foxes. And whatever else is running around there, man. Alaska is dangerous. Maybe skies, I lived in that shit for 5 years and it's dry cold. Yeah, right, Miss Amy? Yeah, that's the truth. That bear attack scene in The Revenant, yeah. Yeah, me too. Because that was scary. That was some scary stuff. I mean, who gives a damn about UFOs when you got a grizzly bear coming to attack and eat you? That's when you better be pulling out your bear defense, your bear pistol. So fight with your defense and go and just pop off about 5-6 rounds in his head Seen moose, bear, giant-sized moose. Now, Turtle, I've seen moose. And you talk about big. Oh my God. I was on a back road in Maine, driving a three-wheeler out there, just kind of enjoying the surroundings and everything because it was just gorgeous. Nice and green and everything. And I come around this one corner on this trail, on this three-wheeler, and there was this moose standing there. And of course, it didn't have horns, because it was the summer. But oh my God, that thing was freaking huge. No, Skies, I didn't. I don't see how anything would go around a grizzly bear. Calm him down with food. Well, you go for it, because I wouldn't be doing it. We're in a big ass car and we were hit by a moose. Really? Wow. Not me, man. Mm-mm. But if you did kill a moose, kill a bear, I'm telling you, you want to eat some good steak. I'm not talking about that Wagyu beef, okay? The best meat you can ever eat. Eat a steak, eat a grizzly bear steak. I'm telling you, that's the best meat on the planet. You eat a grizzly bear steak, you'll never go back to cattle. You'll never go back to cattle, to beef, ever again. That's how good that meat is. We have humidity, though. You ordered a Bill's artwork sign? A Bill's blue? What are we talking about, the Bills? Because you just mentioned something now that could be something illegal here. A Bills artwork sign? What kind of bills are we talking about here? Yeah, Momo, bills? What you talking about, Willis? It did more damage to the car, rather it did the moose. The moose wasn't even phased. Hell yeah, man! A moose is like a Brahma bull on stilts. Man, huge legs, huge long legs, with an attitude. A Brahma bull with long legs, and don't piss me off. Man. I was told the most dangerous animal in Alaska is not grizzly bears. It's moose. A moose during mating season is the most dangerous animal in Alaska. Okay, Blue. It's going above your headboard? Your bedroom bills? He said yes. Okay, Blue, what are we talking about? What kind of bills are we talking about? Go ahead and say it. What bills? You're putting a huge sign above your headboard. So that sign is what? Is a bills? Is what's it, a dollar bill? Is it a photocopy of your electric bill? What kind of bill are we talking about here? Go on, Blue. Go ahead. Go ahead, cough it up. Oh wow. Momo, that's spooky. He killed when he hit a moose. Yeah, Miss Amy. Moose are not something to mess with. They can run fast. They're 2,000 pounds. And they got attitude. They can bite you. They can stomp you. All right, Miss Blue. All right, hold on. Everybody, stop. Miss Blue, you have committed a cardinal sin. We don't do no Buffalo Bills here, okay? I'm just telling you, you're in cowboy country, okay? Cowboy country here, okay? So what you need to do is change that while you still can and take that Buffalo Bills artwork sign. You need to turn it into Dallas Cowboy sign. You need to come on over, join the team, come on in for the big win, okay? We don't have no Buffalo Bills here, okay? Just letting you know, okay? I love you. You're fantastic lady, but we ain't doing no Buffalo Bills sign here. Yes, Momo, we have been attacked. Personally attacked. There you go, Sky. Boo Packers. Yeah. Boo Buffalo Bills. I can't believe it. Blue, you came onto this channel and you talking about the Buffalo Bills? Oh my goodness. Girl. And then your son-in-law is a Packer fan? Oh goodness, girl, your family needs help. Needs serious help. Oh my god. I cannot believe I made a Buffalo Bills fan a mod. Oh my goodness, I'll never hear the end of it. Okay, enough of me acting foolish. All right. Well, Blue, as long as you stand behind them and they're your team and you stay win or lose, it's all right. It's all right. Oh goodness, my leg. Oh, 20 minutes from Buffalo on the Canadian side. I go to a game every year. Well, that's cool, Blue. I don't know about mentioning it here, because this is cowboy country here, but that's cool. That's cool. If you're going to support your team, good. Go for it. Oh, goodness. I'll never hear the end of this. Never. At this point, with all this heat, I wish I lived in Canada. Hmm. Guys, I'm a cowboy concierge. Okay, we way past fan. Fan is for the little people. Okay, I'm a concierge of cowboy. So make sure you get it right now. A concierge of cowboy. Now, Turtle, we've got Turtle. We've about got Turtle shifted over here. Turtle's about to become a cowboy fan. He just hasn't accepted it yet. Canada doesn't charge poor folks, only rich folks. Okay, guys, Canada doesn't charge poor folks what? You're going on your first plane trip? Well, Momo, where are you going on your first plane trip? There you go. Blue, I like you, even if you are a Bills fan. Yeah, Miss Amy, it's definitely good to see you. Hey, Turtle, guess who came in the stream tonight? Well, really? Taxes? Wow. So Canada charges rich people taxes but leaves the poor alone. Well, that gets my vote. To your cousin's wedding in Oregon. Really? Well, cool. Momo, be careful though. You go to Oregon, you may not want to come back. Seriously, you might not want to come back once you go. Trains are cool, but yeah, they're kind of slow. Something that would take 45 minutes by plane would take 2 days by train, or at least take a long time. Yeah, boo to Packers, right? Oh, come on, Turtle. There is a chance in hell that you will be a Cowboy fan. You're going to be a Cowboy fan. I know it. I can feel it. You're going to be a Cowboy fan. Do you know why you're going to be a Cowboy fan? Because you realize that you're true blue in your heart, in your soul. You bleed true blue. You got silver blood, man. You know you want to be with a winning team, winning organization. You know you want to be with the team in professional football. You want to know you want to be with the team worth more money than any other sports franchise in the history of the world. I mean, we beat out soccer teams, we beat out basketball teams, we beat out other football teams, we beat out baseball teams. We are the number one sports organization in the world. And I know you're going to want to come over because everybody wants to be with the winners, right? Right? 18 hours from LA to Eugene, Oregon. So for all of the Canadians that are in here, I have a question for you. There's this huge expanse out past the borderline here, where a lot of cities are. How come y'all haven't built way out in the center, like the U.S.? Because we've got states in the center, like Illinois, Kansas, and stuff like that. I missed your comment. What comment? Oui, concierge. Yes, yes, yes. Oui, Monsignor Sky. Yes, there you go. About like a boat. Well, Miss Amy, I've heard you talk on streams. You're fine. I understand what you say. Who? Josh Allen is going to kick ass. Well, he should kick ass. He's a good quarterback, and that's what you got to have. But talk is cheap. I haven't seen Josh Allen in the top 5 of anything, but I will give you this. Josh Allen, that boy's got one hell of an arm. Okay, I don't care what anybody says. I think Josh Allen's probably got the strongest arm in the league. Really does. He's amazing. That boy is amazing. He can throw. He can really throw a ball. Seen him throw balls just out there. Yeah, there's a little bit of an accent. Yeah, they are, but you can still understand them. The thing I like about Canada is these days, if you go over there, they're not going to require you to learn French. They will recommend it, but since English became an official language of Canada, you used to have to go over there, you used to have to go to school to learn how to speak French. But now you don't have to do that anymore. They recommend it, but you don't have to learn it now. Some provinces are bilingual, but not all. Yeah. Yeah, there are some cities where French is the dominant language. If you don't know it, you're going to have a hard time communicating with anybody. Yeah, yeah, I've heard that. They do. They offer French classes to teach people French. And it's a beautiful language, but it's not the easiest one to learn. Yeah, Blue. He does. Look, he's making all the right moves. He's doing all the right things. Alan is definitely. I liked him just because he had a strong arm, and wherever you needed that ball to go, he could put it there, on point, accurately. But now with what he's doing is dedicated to the team. He's the first person in, the last person out. His habits, his study habits, his training habits. Yeah, he's making me a believer. He really is. But Buffalo's become tough. He needs to do something this year. He really needs to do something in order to get their buy-in on him. Really, Blue? Your first language was French? Oh, cool. Oh, wow. You learned French for 2 years, then you had to learn English. No, Blue, you speak fine to me. I understand everything you say, other than sometimes you don't mention the subject of what you're talking about. Took a long time just to get you to say Buffalo Bills, but no, but you're fine. Yes, Sky, that is sad due to this pandemic. Yeah, we're losing so much living history. It's not even funny. We've got so many people that have so much that they could tell us, so much we could learn from, and we're losing it. I mean, we're just seriously, we're almost losing an entire generation of people. And that's sad because there's so much you can learn. I mean, even going to your parents and just talking to your parents about things when they were alive, when they were up, and with what they were doing back when the day that they were your age and compared to now. And there's just tons of information that can really help you and make you understand things. Yeah, Blue. I think you got some good receivers this year. Clayton, what's up, man? How you doing, Clayton? Happy 4th of July. Yes, Sky, traditional and cultural speaking are slowly dying out. Yeah. Because all of those who were teaching it, who were training it, who were requiring it, who were saying this is important, people need to know this, people need to listen to this. Yeah, it's going away. Ate too much street food, but you're doing well. Well, cool. Good. It's good to live life. To give you, yeah, them gummies, man. I don't know if I could eat those. I've seen people who have eaten those, man, and they will mess you up. And it doesn't take many, like two. Well, everybody should be talking about the conservation of the environment. It's important. You know, if you screw up the planet that you live on, this isn't good. If you make the waters filthy, this isn't good. You know, if you pollute the waters that you're supposed to be drinking, that shit ain't good. All right, Turtle. On the receiving end of the gummies coming to you, right? But it's still good that that the countries are talking, that California being USA and Canada are talking about the environment, about conserving it. That's a good thing. Even if it's just California, maybe with California using other cities' water supply in order to cultivate their own. Because if they didn't have any water coming in, man, Los Angeles and Hollywood would be a desert. Because that's what it was before they started shipping water in. Dad is 82, mom is 80, and they're extremely healthy. They still live in their own house, own a huge trailer. Well, Blue, that's cool. That's awesome. Your parents are still alive and they're still kicking and they're extremely healthy. That's a good thing. Yeah, talking about conserving the planet. You know, if you screw it up, yeah, 40 years from now, I'll be gone. I mean, it's going to be that way for everything. I mean, you're born knowing one thing: you will die. It's going to happen. You know. I mean, you're born, you die. It's everybody. Nobody gets out of it. You know. So knowing that, at some point, you start going, man, we need to make this better for everybody behind us. You know, we can't expect everybody behind us to deal with the crap that we created now. Oh, you just moved out to the country? Yeah, yeah, Blue. I got to tell you, country is where it's at. The country is where it's at. You know, then you can start doing your own thing, start depending less on others, start depending upon yourself. You know, I mean, get your own animals out there. You know, uh, capturing rainwater, solar systems for electricity. You know, all of that. Yeah, it's important. It really is. And the quicker you can do it, and the more you can do, and the less you can depend on others, the better off you're going to be. What about the gun laws in Texas, Momo? You know, California finally came out of the closet here, and now aren't requiring only 10-round magazines and all this kind of junk. You know, you guys are actually able to have 15 round, 17 round magazines again. That's a good thing. I mean, it's a good thing just because it's not a law that says you can't. Contact with my elders, and I worry a lot since they taught me most of traditional and cultural things, so I can be able to teach my offspring, to include my mentor. Yeah, Sky, that's important. It's important to pass the knowledge down because, I mean, somebody has got to stop making the mistakes that we made and do something different to better things. Elkin told me about how you can just shoot someone if you're protecting the house. Yes, Momo, you can. Yes. Yeah. You're in your car, you're in your house. Yes, you can shoot someone legally if you're protecting the car or the house. But when you're in the car, it's very specific because the big thing about the car is, could you have done something else? Because if you could have done something else, you're going to be spending some time in jail. They will let you do it, but you better have made a good decision when you did. You know, if you've made a good decision, there was nothing else you could do, yeah, by all means. But if you could have done something else, they're going to find it, and then they're going to find you. Well, and then you made the right decision, Momo. Languages are being forgotten and dying out as well. Yes, yes, Guy. That's the thing about this pandemic we've been having. A lot of people who have languages, who have knowledge. You know, if there's nobody there to pass the language down, nobody pass the culture down, then it dies. It dies out. You know, and if they all start dying out, well, then you're talking, yeah, extinction. It's very important. Yeah, the forgotten arts of language. But you know, Turtle, I'd say, you know, in my opinion, I think it's even more than that. The forgotten arts of language is also then one less line of communication. And if you can't communicate, then that's when stuff starts going bad. If you can express to somebody how you feel, what's going on, um, if you're losing that ability to do that, yeah, then that's bad. That's real bad. Blue, we don't lock our doors here, never have, never will. Really? Well, Blue, you're a lucky lady. You're a very lucky lady. I would lock my, even if I was out in the middle of nowhere, I would still lock my doors. All right, Clayton. Oh man, yeah, it is getting kind of late. I've been on for a while. Sayo means hello in Cherokee, and Osayo. Yeah, in LA, you best lock your doors because if you don't, somebody will be there to try to open it. While you're sleeping at night, somebody will be walking by and going, "Oh, I wonder if the door's open. If I could get something out of there." Nobody would even know. You know, damn it, my cat just ripped down my curtains and knocking my stuff over. Oh, crap, turtle. Sayo. And Osayo. That's cool, Sky. Yeah, Sky, thank you. That's cool. I just learned something too. How to say hello, everyone, in Cherokee. Oh, yeah, cats love causing all kinds of stuff. Because most of the time we can't find our keys. Blue, that's awesome because that's a luxury most of us don't have. He's going ape shit over fireworks. Oh goodness, guys, it's I've been on over 3 hours, and it's time for me to go. I love talking to you guys. I thank you so much, everybody, for coming in and spending some time with me. Momo, go to my about section, get my email, and email me. Tell me what's happening. Turtle, thanks for coming by, brother. Vanessa, learned a lot about you tonight, Vanessa. We'll be praying for you. No, I didn't miss your badass comment, Skies. I know. Cherokee through and through. Raised in a 15,000 population. Now I lived in a hamlet of 115 people. I will when you email me. Yes. I don't have it now. I don't believe. I don't believe I do. Yeah, Turtle. Hey, man, thanks for coming in, brother. I appreciate it, man. Thanks for the support. Support's nice to have, man. But guys, I am going to end the stream here. But I do want to thank you all for coming in and spending some of your holiday. Well, for those who are in America, some of your holiday with me, and then a lot of you who are in Canada. Again, regardless, thank you for coming in and spending time with me tonight. It means a lot. It really does. And Blue, I'm jelly. You got me jealous. That's really cool. Really cool. You guys make me want to stream more. And I need to. I know it. I know I need to. I need to quit going weeks without streaming. And like I always say, I'm trying to improve, and I'm gonna. I really am. I'm going to improve. To stream more. It's important. It is important to me to spend time with you, just talking about whatever, really, about whatever. But anyway, thank you so much. God bless all of you, each and every one of you in the chat, watching later. Appreciate it. Love y'all.